You can take authority in the church, but can you take authority out there? That's where the real warfare is, out there. You mean to tell me we can raise the dead, but we can't sustain the lights? Oh, it's a serious matter. It's a serious matter. And if you don't get on the same page, you're going to continue the same old cycle. You got to break that cycle. See, you got to break that cycle. What you don't know is the enemy is afraid of you, which is why he keeps trying to suppress you. In Seattle, Washington, they have the highest rate of suicide in Seattle, Washington. In Seattle, Washington, in the States, they have the highest rate of suicide. People kill themselves in Seattle, Washington. Ask me why. Because it's always raining. Seattle, Washington, it rains every day. It's raining and glooming. Sun hardly ever shines. And so people, the majority of the city is depressed. They stay depressed because you know, rain makes you, well, maybe not for you, rain makes you lazy. Rain makes you, you know, the atmosphere, what it does to the atmosphere, it makes it gloomy. It's kind of gloomy, and you know, you just want to sleep. You don't really want to do anything. Can you imagine if you're being attacked? If you're being attacked in the spirit and it's gloomy outside and you ain't got nobody praying for you, you ain't got nobody really interceding for you, what happens? Which is why the spirit does the same thing in this region. Does the same thing in this region. Because there's some power we gotta keep under, because if they ever realize who they are, they can come against the government and shut the government down, or get inside the government, which means we gotta start positioning people to get inside the government. Because if you ain't got spirituality inside the government, you can't make a change. They don't say that. They don't like that, Lord. Okay. Proverbs 29 and 18, real fast. I got 15 minutes. Proverbs 29 and 18. You got it? Tell me when you got it. They got it on the wall. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Where there is no vision, the people perish. You see that? I want you to see that. See, we live in a lesser condition, and even though we have a better covenant, because we have a better covenant, but our covenant ain't matching our condition. How can you have the kind of covenant that you have with God, but live the way that you're living? All right, I'll wake you up. Our condition, we live in a lesser condition, even though we have a better covenant. Our covenant and our living should be equal. Nobody's saying nothing to me. And that's the reason, just for a few minutes, I want, if I can, I'll try to show you something. I'll try to help you lay a mental and spiritual foundation based on the Word of God. See if I can do this. Numbers 13 and 33. I want to let that be my premise. Where there is no vision, the people perish. If you don't have a vision for your finances, if you don't have a vision for your family, if you don't have a vision for your business, if you don't have a vision for your church, if you don't have a vision, you're going to perish. What the Bible says. I want you to remember that. So if I come to your house right now, do you have a vision for your house? Can I walk in your house and see your vision on your wall for your house? Or do you have your mama picture and your daddy picture and your picture on the wall? Or do you have a vision for your house? We just read it. Without a vision, people perish, right? Okay. All right. You got to have a vision for it. You got to have a vision for your house. You got to have a vision for your business. You got to have a vision for the church. Because if we don't have a vision or know the vision, we're going to perish. So you can have a vision for your house. If it's in your mind, your house don't know it. But if you got a vision and you put it on the wall, every time anybody in your house walk past, they reading the vision. Should be in the bathroom, should be in the kitchen, should be in the bedroom. So when you get up and pray, the first thing you should do is read your vision to remind yourself of the vision. This is the order. This is the direction that we're going. See, leaders, we are failing because we're not very clear on where we're going. We have no vision. It's all in our head. If it stays in your head, it's still a dream. It's just a dream. It don't become a reality until you put it on paper. No one can live it out or walk it out until you put it down on paper. Write the vision. Make it plain. So whoever read it can do what? Run with it. So if you ain't got no vision for your house probably going to be a divided house. And a divided house can't stand. Which is why we have the ups and downs in church, because we're divided. We don't know the vision. You got 5 pastors and all of them talking about a different vision. Because we don't know what the vision is. It's not plain. It's not visible. We've taken the vision away from the church. All right? Numbers 33, not 23, sir. 33, if you will. Please, 33. Thank you so much. You're helping me. See, an understanding is critical to walking in God's best. If you don't have an understanding, write this down. Understanding is very critical to walking and living in God's best. If you don't have understanding, the key to results, the key to revelation is that you got to have understanding. With no understanding, you're not going to get results. Okay? You with me? All right. So an understanding is very critical to walking in God's best. And there we saw the giants, son of the Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. To us, we was grasshoppers, and so we conceived and we perceived that we had to look like what we think we look like to them. So they said, when he told them to go out and spy the land, y'all know this story, right? He told them to go spy out the land. He said, they came back and reported and said, we ain't nothing but grasshoppers compared to those giants over there. But if you read up in the same text, you will discover that the giants had already paid. These spies went over there, and because of their low self-perception of themselves, because they didn't know and understand the covenant that God made with them, they went over there and didn't even see the bags packed. All they could see is giants. They didn't see giants with suitcases in their hand ready to leave. Oh, he's teaching better than. When it comes to financial prosperity, there was a mental shutdown that happens with us. And this mental shutdown has got to be corrected if we're going to live according to the covenant that God wants us to live in. We'll never be able to do kingdom. We'll never get the real results that we desire until we clear out and correct this error that's in our mental capacity. All right? If not, what's going to happen is you're going to always, somebody trying to bless you, you'll be like, no, that's okay. No, that's okay. No. I need you to take what I have. Even if it may not be much to you, but it's all I have. Okay, watch this. All right, real quick. Proverbs 23:7. I'll show you something. Write this on your paper. Write this on your paper. Before you write the verse, write this on your paper. That you are created by God to function in concert with how you see yourself. Write that down. All of us, we are created, Pastor. We are created by God to function in concert with how we see ourselves. However you see yourself is how you're going to operate. I don't need to talk to nobody. I can just watch how they operate, and I know what they think of themselves. I can tell by the way you dress. I can tell by the way you carry yourself. I can tell by the conversation you're having what you really think of yourself. Because God created us to function in concert with how we see ourselves. You got to change your perception. And if you don't change your perception of your ministry, you'll keep downsizing or downplaying what God is giving you. So that you don't forget this. So that you don't forget this, because I don't think the last 2 days was by accident. I think they was by design by God. Don't talk down what you have, because what you have is somebody else's prayer. While you may be looking at it like it ain't nothing, there's somebody who just want this. You know, this is mega. This ministry is a mega ministry. Did y'all know that? No, I'm not talking that fake stuff. I'm talking about reality. Like reality, this is a mega ministry. The average ministries across America only have 50 members. That's the average. You are a successful church if you have 50 members. You're successful. According to the statistics, you are successful. Because the average, when they do all the stats, it's just 100. If you get to 100, you have arrived. In the States, 100 is considered a major church. You are major. No, seriously. It's the books. It's the statistics. So you do not have a whole lot of churches that's operating over 50 than it is over 50. Big time. Are you big time? The average pastor in America is praying for 5. That's their prayer. Send them, Lord, from the east to west. You don't know what you have. So you talk down what you have because you don't know what you have. If you get 1% of the population here in Warri, how much is that? How many people in Warri? 1 million? 3 million? 2 million? About 2 million people? 2 million? So 1% of 2 million is what? $250,000? 20,000. That's all, according to the Bible, you're supposed to have, 1%. One church can't hold 2 million. So if we give you 1%, you should be going after that 1%. Your 1% is what? So is he. Proverbs, a man, I'm not dealing with the contextual. I'm not dealing with that text contextually. I'm dealing with it in revelation form. So how do you view you? How do you view yourself? Something 4, I believe it is. Let's try that one. Psalms 37:4. Let me see if I can see if that's what I want to go to. Our purpose that brings fulfillment is always hidden in God's desires in, let me you to be, meaning take pleasure. I want you to see that. It's right there, man. Look at that. That's powerful. Delight yourself first. Drive him around. So as I want to, can I do this? Need apostles who understand what an apostle is. An apostle is to finish the work of Jesus, to be establishing churches. Need to know. I don't really need you to confirm nothing to God. I need you to, a prophet is to show me what I don't know. I don't need you to tell me what I know. So when people prophesying something I already know, I don't fall out. I knew that already. I just received that. He confirmed. I need you to tell me something I don't know. Show me a donkey. I don't know. I'm trying to find my, if it's there. So, bless, been mindful of us. Bless the house of Abraham. God, you are hindering the way you change what changed the company. He says, you can't even see. So now every time you hear your name, you're going to hear someone change your name. You need to change. Right? Change yourself. I'm going to say it again. You got to start seeing change my view of myself. Everybody was saying stuff about me, but I didn't believe it. And then I had to, you're a high priest. We don't need another bishop. We don't need another apostle. We don't need another one. We really don't. We got enough. But it's what God's desire. Because of the responsibility and the obligation that God has given you, that's who you are. Whether you want to accept it now or later, but it's what you have to walk in. God don't connect you with people just to be connecting you with them. He connect you with them because he's trying to show you something. He's trying to reveal what you have, whatever. It becomes a...
My God. Bishop, we are blessed. Oh, I'm sure pastors will not be the same again. I will not come back to sit again.